Let's talk about something you probably use every single day without even thinking about it. Yeah, that little blue icon on your phone. But what if I told you it has a secret life? What if I told you it's part of this invisible network that can actually map your every move, a lot of times without you even knowing? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on how Bluetooth is being used to track you.
So you're being smart about your privacy, right? You go into your settings, you turn off location services for all your apps, and you think, okay, I'm off the grid now. But here's the question. Even after you've done all that, is your phone really silent about your location?
Well, the short and maybe kind of unsettling answer is no, it's not. Even with location services switched off, your phone is constantly sending out these little whispers, these tiny pings to the world around it, all using Bluetooth. And in this explainer, we are going to decode those whispers.
Okay, so let's get into it. How is this even possible? Well, it's not just one single thing. It's actually a combination of different technologies all working together totally in the background. We're going to break down the four main invisible trackers that make all of this happen.
First up on our list, Bluetooth beacons. I want you to imagine tiny, hidden electronic ears that are scattered all around you in public spaces. These are little transmitters. You'll find them in stores, in malls, even airports. And here's the thing, you don't connect to them, you don't pair with them, they just sit there, passively listening for any phone with Bluetooth turned on that happens to wander by.
So here's how that actually plays out in the real world. Picture this. You walk into a department store. The second you cross that doorway, hidden beacons pick up your phone's signal. From there, they can map your entire path through the store. They can see how long you spent staring at that new TV, and they know if you're a first-time visitor or a regular customer. And the result? Suddenly, you're getting ads for that exact TV later that day. Trust me, it is not a coincidence. Next, we've got a system that, honestly, a lot of us use and even love. These Find My networks. Apple's is probably the most famous, but other companies have them too. It's this huge crowdsourced system. Now, the brilliant and, yes, slightly spooky part is that your iPhone, your device, is part of this network by default. It's constantly and anonymously reporting the location of other devices it sees. So while you're helping someone else find their lost keys, your device is also an active player in a global tracking grid.
But wait a minute, you might be thinking, hey, doesn't my phone change its address all the time to stay anonymous? And you're right, it does. But that brings us to our third tracker, device fingerprinting. See, even with a changing address, your phone has a unique electronic accent. It's not about the name of your device, like John's iPhone. It's about the unique way it broadcasts, its little signal quirks, the specific services it advertises. It's kind of like recognizing someone's voice in a crowded room, even if you don't know their name.
And finally, we've got the one we have the most direct control over, but it's the one we often overlook, app permissions. You download a new game, right? And it asks for Bluetooth access. You think, sure, why not? Well, giving it that permission allows the app to constantly scan for other devices and beacons around you. It can use that information to figure out where you are and then package and sell that data. That one innocent little permission can have some really big privacy costs. So we know how it all works, but why should we really, truly care? This isn't just about getting slightly creepier ads on your social media feed. The implications here, they range from just commercial stuff to things that are downright dangerous. You can really think of it as two sides of the same coin. On one side, you've got corporate tracking. Their goal is pretty simple, sell you things. They want to understand your habits to target ads more effectively. But on the other side of that coin, you've got malicious tracking. And the goal here is way more sinister. We're talking about stalking, theft, or abuse using these tiny, cheap trackers to monitor someone without them ever knowing.
And listen, this isn't just some theoretical threat. This is happening right now. There are documented cases of abusive partners tracking their victims, of stalkers hiding things like AirTags on people's cars or in their bags. The exact same technology that helps you find your keys can be and has been weaponized by abusers and stalkers. These little trackers are cheap, they're easy to hide, and they are incredibly effective, which makes them a really serious threat to personal safety.
So here's the crucial point to understand. Your movement has literally become a product. Retailers are analyzing your foot traffic. Data brokers are buying this information and mixing it with everything else they know about you to build these incredibly detailed profiles. And here's the kicker. Even when they claim this data is anonymized, it can often be pretty easily re-identified and linked right back to you.
Okay, I know that was a lot, and it's really easy to feel powerless against all this. But you're not. So let's talk about taking back control. This is your protection playbook. So here are the most important steps you can take right now. The single most effective thing you can do, just turn off Bluetooth when you're not actively using it.
Simple as that. Beyond that, you got to dig into your settings and disable background scanning, be absolutely ruthless with those app permissions, and this is critical. Make sure those unknown tracker alerts are turned on. And you know what? Don't forget the low-tech solution. Just physically check your bags in your car every now and then. Now, how you do this stuff, it depends on your phone. For you iOS users out there, turning off Bluetooth from the control center, swiping down, is not enough. You have to go into the main settings menu and flip the toggle there. For Android, there's a specific setting, usually under Location, for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth scanning that you need to turn off. For alerts, iOS has them built in, which is great, while on Android, you need to make sure the feature is actually enabled. Seriously, it's worth taking 2 minutes after this to check these settings on your own device. So we've focused a lot on Bluetooth today, but it's really important to zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture here, because this one technology is not operating in a vacuum. The reality is, Bluetooth tracking is just one piece of a much, much larger surveillance ecosystem. You've got Wi-Fi tracking, your cellular data giving away your location, license plate readers on the roads, facial recognition cameras. All of these systems are working together, creating a world where pretty much all of our movements leave a constant digital trail. And that brings us to this really uncomfortable truth about our digital lives. Right now, the default state is surveillance. Finding your keys with an AirTag, getting a coupon the moment you walk into a store, all this convenience, it comes at a price. And we're constantly being nudged and pressured to just accept it without thinking twice. So, at the end of the day, that's really what it all comes down to, isn't it? The technology itself, it's neutral. It can find your lost wallet, or it can be used to track someone without their consent. The real question isn't about the tech, it's about us. In this constant trade-off between privacy and convenience, where do you personally draw the line? It's something to think about next time you reach for your phone.